Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Simple Car Guy channel. In today's quick video, we're changing the high pressure fuel sensor on my BMW Z4 E89 with the N20 engine. Now there's a few reasons why you want to change the sensor. First one being that you got a check engine light and the error code's telling you that the sensor is bad. But that's not the only reason. It could also be that your engine's having difficulty starting. You can have weak acceleration, stalling, or even other issues like bad fuel mileage. That doesn't necessarily mean that this is at fault, but this is probably the most cost-effective and easiest way of checking, or at least you can replace this. It's right on top of the engine. You know, it shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes to change. Of course, there are a few things and precautions that you have to pay attention to. Let me go over those in a little more detail. One thing I wanted to clarify is that this is the most cost-effective way of troubleshooting your fuel issues. So if you're having other issues with the engine, this is not it. But if you think your fuel injectors might be going bad or the fuel rail is having issues, you know, this is a lot cheaper to try, and you can do this in 15 minutes in your car instead of having to spend, you know, a few $100s or a few $1,000s on changing the injectors. Since we're going to be working with fuel, especially high pressure fuel, first thing we want to do is disconnect the battery. That way the fuel pump will not going to be engaged when we open the door or whenever it's trying to keep the pressure up. So make sure you disconnect this as the first step. I'm going to put something in here so it doesn't get connected on accident. Our next step is to remove the acoustic cover. So we're just going to remove these two vacuum lines. You can pull on this one, that comes out. And I just remove this one right here. Then you're gonna kind of yank it up a little bit, it comes out. Pull it out towards yourself, make sure you don't snag it on anything. Put it to the side. Take the sound deadening part also. And now we can see the actual sensor, which is right here. It's at the end of the fuel rail. So make sure nothing is hot around here. You should be able to touch everything with your hand without burning yourself. If it's too hot to touch, wait until the engine cools off before you proceed. Now, since you're going to be removing part of the system that's under pressure and it has fuel in it, you definitely want to make sure that you have some rags around. I like to stuff them all around. So if any fuel comes out, we're safe. And it's not going to drain down, you know, to the bottom of the engine, to the parts that get hot. Next, we're going to remove the sensor. I like to use a little screwdriver to help me out. There you go. So it just unplugs, put it to the side. Now we're ready to actually unscrew the sensor. Now it takes a 25 or 26 crowfoot wrench, which I don't have, so I'm going to use one of these, you know, adjustable ones. Okay, so some fuel has started to come out. Put that to the side. Make sure the rags are getting all of it. And now I can go with my hand slowly. All right, it is now out. Now it is really important that this area is clean and no debris gets in. So try not to get anything inside the fuel lines. If there is gas coming out, make sure you capture all of it. I'm trying to do here. Trying to absorb all of this gas. Now I'm going to put my replacement in. Just screw it in by hand first. Stop the gas from coming out. It's still kind of dripping slowly. Okay. Now we just have to tighten the sensor. You want to tighten it to 27.5 Newton meters of torque. So I'm not going to drive the car until I get my special wrenches. I'm going to link those in the description. They should be coming in tomorrow for me. And I'm going to put it up to torque, but I'll show you the rest of the steps. I mean, once it's tight enough, you know, so let's imagine this is a 27.5. We're gonna put the sensor back in. Sensor back in, and then just reassemble the rest of the engine. Well guys, this is all that it takes to change the high pressure fuel sensor on the BMW N20 engine. I really hope I helped you save a little bit of money. If I have, like and subscribe, leave a comment in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.